All right, folks, we are hanging with One Bad Son. These gentlemen just so happen to be number 2 in Canada this week. Congratulations, gentlemen. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much, man.
Thank you. Thanks,
Raging Bull is the song.
Yeah.
And maybe tell us a little bit how the song came about.
Well, as most of our songs do, we were in the jam room. Just, kind of comes out of nowhere. I think Hicks had the riff, kind of a start, and we've been working on it for just a quick year and a half, 2 years,
Good, yeah.
And then we got it to our new producer, Gavin Brown, and just started putting it all together, got the lyrics and stuff, and just like that, went number 2, just like that easy.
Just like that. And you wondered why the other ones hadn't been able to do that.
Yeah,
so
I know.
much,
It just seems so simple.
You worked with Gavin on this one.
Yeah.
Maybe tell us what it was like to work with Gavin on the...
I will say life-changing. The man is just like, he instills you with not just a sense of like what you can do, but just what you should be doing, right? Like what the potential of each one of us. He opened up our minds as far as songwriting, myself opening up the lyrics to the rest of the guys, and him, like he co-wrote a lot of this stuff. And he was just, he was a game changer. We'll just put it that way.
It's funny you say that, when somebody that can come in and produce and help co-write stuff, that's a pretty good part of the team because now it's family.
Yeah, totally, 100%.
What was it that he brought to the table that maybe you guys think that was that extra push that you maybe needed?
I would say he probably brought this sense of what we are, like we're a rock band. We've been around for 13, 14 years, but I don't think we ever had a really great sense of what we are as a rock band. We've never had this really cohesive vibe, both in our look and in our sound. And he really came in and just, got to the heart of what One Bad Son is and opened us up to that and just allowed us to accept it, like put on some black clothes, like get out there, like play your songs. Like you don't have to be trying to be 1,000 different things, just be one great thing. Yeah. And that was really like probably his best kind of piece of advice.
And do you think after like 13 years of doing this and all of a sudden having someone with those sort of experiences to come in and say, hey, this is what you should be doing, was that a tough thing to do? Because you guys, no, we've been doing this for 13 years, screw you.
Well, I think we all knew, like, that's the great thing with Gavin, is like he was really disarming, right? And we all knew that we had something special, but like to take it to the next level, it's almost like you needed someone from the outside to say what it was. And what Gavin said is what the 4 you guys have is like your 4 brothers. You guys are like family, and they don't make rock bands like that anymore. There's a lot of bands that's like the singer is kind of thing, and everyone else is kind of like blurred out in the background in the photo. OBS has never been that way, right? It's like, we're more like Led Zeppelin or the Chili Peppers or the Beatles or the Who, where it's like all 4, maybe not the Beatles, Ringo's kind of whatever, but it's like all 4 got really strong personalities, and together, when you get the 4 of us together, something special happens. And I don't know what that is, but Gavin was able to capture that, and that's like that's why we hire a guy like him to really capture that sort of magic bouncing off the walls.
They like to use the word lightning in a bottle.
Totally.
And he managed to capture that with you guys. You guys launched this all with a really cool live thing that you did on Facebook. I actually sat and watched it all myself.
You found it? There was a glitch.
Yeah.
I'm glad you found it.
No, I did. I watched it. I don't know if I watched it live or if
Yeah.
I watched it like shortly thereafter. What was the idea behind that? Was that something you guys had worked on, or was it, I believe, 604?
Yeah, 604, our label really stepped up this time around and wanted to kind of come out swinging, right? And they really believe in the song and the rest of the songs, too. And just thought that we kind of all together thought, like, what can we do? And they have a great space in their studio now to do stuff like that. And they've been doing that a lot more. And so, it turned out great. It was such a cool way to like reach out to all of our fans kind of at once,
Yeah.
and it was super cool.
Yeah, you guys did a really good job of it. In talking about live performances, you guys have one of the best currently in the market.
Thank you very much.
Rock music, country music, anything like that. You guys leave your heart and soul on the stage every night. Is there something when you're writing a song that you're trying to make sure that it like translates into that live performance, or is it the music makes itself?
Go ahead.
I think the music kind of makes itself. Honestly, we write the songs to be the best possible songs they are, and if we do something in the studio and it's like some crazy thing on the organ or something like that, well, we're going to deal with that when we get to the live performance, right? So it's kind of cool. It can sometimes the live song sounds like it does on the CD. Sometimes it's a slightly different version, but we're just 4 guys, you know, no tracks, no computers, so that's the way it comes out.
And that's a good point. Like, we're not gonna. So many bands these days have backing tracks they're playing to and stuff. It's never been our thing, right?
Yeah.
Like Led Zeppelin didn't have any backing tracks,
Yeah.
you know. So
Well, they didn't?
no.
Well, guys, thanks so much for doing this. Congratulations, number 2 in Canada. It's unbelievable.
We're
Well
stoked.
deserved.
Thank you so
13
much.
years of doing this, and you deserve everything you get. So,
Awesome. Thank you very much,
congratulations,
man.
guys.
Appreciate
All
it.
right, One Bad Son. Go and download Raging Bull now. Spotify it, iTunes it, Google Play it, wherever the hell you can find it. Make sure you grab it. Thanks.